It is an exceedingly rare privilege for anyone aside from highly trained military pilots to don the yellow pressure suit and fly along the very edge of outer space inside spy planes. Hey there, welcome to another episode of High Technology. Before we ride along up in the air, feel free to join the club as we unravel high-end technologies on the planet by subscribing to this channel and hitting the notification bell so you won't miss any exciting videos in the future. Today, let's see what it means to fly while in a single seat, high altitude wearing the spacesuit, alone, unarmed, and unafraid many miles from your home base. Through the lens of a pilot, and test what it's like to spend days flying up high in the infamous U-2 Dragon Lady. Among all surveillance planes ever created, the U-2 Dragon Lady is the most extreme. Its aircraft can fly up to a height of 80,000 feet, but pilots are required to wear special suits and adopt a number of additional safety measures. In fact, flying the U-2 feels more like being in space than it is like flying a military plane. The pilot has access to their own oxygen supply through the suit, which is partially pressurized. Pilots must breathe 100% oxygen for around an hour before entering the cockpit in order to flush their blood of nitrogen. It is obvious that the pilot has very little control over this technique, so they will definitely need backup for this. Additionally, when traveling from the prep room to the real aircraft, they use a portable oxygen supply. The U-2 is being readied for departure by a crew of maintenance staff while the pilot is getting ready. Eating conventional meals would be impossible in the pressurized suit, so the pilots must be given liquid nutrition using a long straw that they insert into a self-sealing hole in their masks. Instruments and gauges are also checked before the pilot arrives with his portable oxygen supply. Ground staff then assist the pilot into the confined cockpit, connect him to the aircraft's oxygen system, and take away the portable oxygen canister. The U-2 relies on a number of guide cars to give the pilot information while it is in taxi. The aircraft is exceedingly light and well known for being challenging to control. These vehicles assist in acting as a second set of eyes as the aircraft takes off. The U-2 has pogos or temporary landing gear on its wings because it was built with a thin fuselage that is prone to tipping to the either side when fully stopped. After takeoff, these come off. The aircraft can climb to its maximum height of 60,000 feet in around 12 minutes thanks to the rest of its landing gear, which consists of two wheels mounted bicycle style down the center of the 63-foot fuselage. The Dragon Lady speed, which is only about 470 miles per hour, is not well known though. This distinguishes it from previous high-altitude surveillance aircraft like the SR-7, which had a top speed of almost 5 times as fast. The U-2 gives pilots a surreal vision of the Earth below at great altitudes that is only often available to astronauts. Although the U-2 has a range of over 7,000 miles, operations are typically limited by pilot wariness. It's crucial to make sure the pilot is in the greatest possible condition before attempting to land the aircraft because it's almost as tough to land as it is to fly. A U-2 landing is a difficult process that calls for close coordination between people on the ground and in the air. Spot cars and trucks are sent to help the pilot navigate and to be ready to act quickly if something goes wrong as they approach the runway. Over the years, there have been a number of landing mishaps involving Dragon Ladies, and the procedure must be followed precisely to protect both the pilot and the aircraft. Fortunately, the U-2 has a relatively low stall speed, allowing it to land with less runway than necessary. The bicycle-style wheels and lack of wing landing gear force one of the wings to inexorably touch the runway as it touches down. So that the aircraft can taxi back to the hangar, ground crews will reattach the pogos. The U-2 Dragon Lady is still around 70 years old despite its cutting-edge technology, but the Lockheed F-35 Lightning II is essentially new. This multi-role single-engine stealth aircraft is the state-of-the-art from top to bottom and capable of carrying out a range of tasks for different military branches. The Air Force has established a unique F-35 training center at Luke Air Force Base in Arizona to train pilots to operate this groundbreaking new aircraft. Pilots from the US military and alliance partners spend 5 to 6 weeks learning everything there is to know about the Lightning, including taking part in computer-based simulations using desktop and cockpit simulators. Although they will undoubtedly have numerous opportunities to fly the actual aircraft, computer training is crucial to acquaint pilots with the various sophisticated protocols and systems on board. Surprisingly, the F-35's state-of-the-art 400,000 helmet, which needs to be precisely suited to each pilot in order to function properly, is one of the most advanced technologies of all and is not a component of the aircraft. This is due to the fact that that the helmet itself has specialized optics that must be precisely matched to the pilot's pupil distance. As a result, they have access to a heads-up display that gives them access to mission-critical data and enhances their general situational awareness. They effectively always have an electronic vision of the battlefield as they move their heads. To guarantee that pilots have a sufficient supply of oxygen at all times, the fit is also crucial. Even while classroom and simulator training is unquestionably critical for any pilot. Readiness drills are among the most important components of any Air Force base. Pilots and ground crews usually practice scrambling, the process of moving quickly from being rested to fight ready during this process, to ensure that crews are prepared to handle offensive and defensive situations swiftly and effectively. This takes a lot of cooperation. Since attacks might occur at any time, the drills are performed in the morning, at night, occasionally while pilots are sleeping, and occasionally in the middle of a meal. They will perform better when the time comes, the more practice they receive. Planes like the F-35 and U-2, although having very different tasks, show how adaptable the modern Air Force has become. These advanced aircraft can defend their nation if needed, thanks to extensive planning prior. What are your thoughts with the U-2 Dragon Lady? Do you find yourself driving one in the future? Let us know in the comments. That's a wrap for today's video. We hope this has been insightful to you. If you enjoyed watching, give this a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button together with the notification bell so you won't miss any incredible videos like this. This has been High Technology, serving you the best and cutting edge contents on the highest form of technology available on the planet. We'll see you on the next one.